What's going on, guys? Ribombees teacher now, and we are here with the GPL week number 4. Your Royal Bournemouth Ribombees are taking on the Omega Quagsires and my good friend Okami. Okami's in a very good spot right now. He's undefeated in the league, 3-0. We are sitting at 2-1 with a pretty mediocre differential, so we gotta work it out for us. Okami's been playing extremely well, and he's got a very, very strong team. But just to give you some heads up here, for this week, if you missed my transaction video, we no longer have G-Max Duraludon, we have G-Max Rillaboom, and we no longer have Amoonguss, and we have Bronzong now. So those are the changes for this week and for the rest of the season. And also, I may come under fire for saying this, but I'm just going to be honest about this, as there is a good chance that if Okami and I both make playoffs, we may end up facing each other again. I'm not going to necessarily bring my A-team to this week. I am going to hide a few things for playoffs in case I face him again, because there are some things that I think beat his team pretty easily. Or not necessarily easily, but they beat his team pretty hard. But I want to save those just for the time being in case I do have to rematch him. But the team I brought is still capable of winning this game. I think I've got a pretty strong team here. So, just a quick overview for Okami's team. His team is actually one of the few teams in the league that's actually slower than mine. My team is not particularly fast, but his team's actually slower. He's got a lot of slow ones, but he's got a lot of hard-hitting ones. So, let's talk about it. So, first up, of course, is his G-Max, which is G-Max Grimmsnarl. This thing is actually a pretty big problem. G-Max Snooze is really annoying because it actually can induce sleep, so it forces switches, which does become a bit of a problem. Gets a very, very wide move pool as well, gets a lot of grass coverage for Rotom, like Power Whip, for example, gets fire moves for things like Bronzong and stuff, and for Rillaboom. So this thing can be annoying, gets a lot of coverage moves, but nonetheless I feel like he's forced to run it offensive, even despite its good defensive move pool. It gets screens, gets T-Wave, gets a lot of stuff like that. It's a pretty interesting Pokemon, it's a very, very strong Pokemon, so something I need to watch out for, but I think I've got enough answers for it, so I'm not super worried about it. Next up, this one's the dilemma for me. His Galarian Darmanitan, forced to run Zen mode in this league as Guerrilla Tactics is banned, so it's kind of an interesting dilemma because this thing's a phenomenal wall breaker. Typically you see it with a Scarf set or a Banded set or potentially like Belly Drum, Slackberry, things like that, Belly Drum, Citrus Berry, these kind of move sets. But I have a lot of Pokemon on my team that has moves to answer it, which is kind of an interesting dilemma for him. There's a chance that this doesn't come, but I feel like it has to because it's probably one of his best ones against my team. It hits disgustingly hard, especially when it gets into Zen mode. If it can actually survive getting into Zen mode, it does a lot of damage. And of course, becomes a fire typing, which, aside from Colossal, he doesn't have one otherwise. So it's an interesting Pokemon. I do think it's strong, gets a lot of coverage moves to hit my team, gets things like Earthquake and stuff like that, Flare Blitz, Icicle Crash or its main stabs. Does get Ice Punch as well. Gets a huge amount of moves, does also get U-Turn for pivoting, which is nice. So it's a very, very solid Pokemon. Definitely a problem for my team, but I think my team, even I've brought this week, has more than enough answers to it, so we'll see if it does come. Next up is his Quagsires. Somali is actually used very well for the most part of this season. Gets access to a new move, Scale Shot, which after using its multi-hit moves, it drops its defense by 1 stage and increases its speed by 1, which can be a little bit annoying. Quagsires actually outspeeds everything on my team except Volcarona and Noivern, so definitely a bit of a problem. So if it gets +1, it can really punch holes in my team. Gets a few coverage moves like First Impression, Poison Jab, Earthquake as well, so it gets a lot of moves. Also gets Mold Breaker, so I can't just switch Mimikyu on it from the Disguise and stuff like that. So, could be a problem for my team. Definitely very, very solid Pokemon for him. But again, like a very, very strong physical presence, which is something I notice a lot with this team. He's got a lot of good physical attackers, but not so many specials, so that might be something I have to exploit. But yeah, Quagsires is pretty scary. Definitely something that he's been using very well, so I've definitely got to keep an eye on it. Next up is Slowking, very bulky water psychic type. Can be Assault Vest, can be Specs, can be a lot of different things. Gets a huge wide move pool, gets things like Flamethrower, Energy Ball, Ice Beam, stuff like that. Shadow Ball as well, I believe. It does get Teleport as well this gen, which is very nice for it. Can give it pivoting out, of course, especially with that Regenerator. Could be a problem. Definitely annoying for things like my Rotom and stuff like that. It can kind of wall it if I'm not offensive or whatever. Definitely punches holes. It's got a decent special attack stat. It's actually kind of usable on that side. I'll be interested to see if Akami uses it offensively. He probably just runs it defensively though. Next up is his Mandibuzz, by far his best remover on his team, typically seen with heavy duty boots this generation. Typical stats, things like Foul Play, Roost, Defog and Taunt, could run Knockoff, could run U-Turn, stuff like that as well. Could be an interesting one. I think I've got plenty of answers for that on my team though, so I'll be definitely curious to see how he operates this. I expect it just to be heavy duty boots Roost, I don't see it being anything else. Personally, he doesn't have a lot of removal on his team, so this is probably by far his best removal that he can bring to this match. Does have to watch out for Mimikyu though. Mimikyu really does murder this thing, as does Rotom, so gotta be quite careful of that. Especially as I've used Mimikyu and Rotom multiple times this season already, so he probably knows it's coming. But yeah, he doesn't really have any better options, in my opinion, for removal. Speaking of removal though, he does have Colossal of course, which is a rapid spinner, could also run heavy duty boots, could also run weakness policy, steam engine, stuff like that. There's a lot of sets that Colossal can run that's pretty good. It's got nice abilities in Flash Fire and Flame Body as well, which could be a little bit of a problem. But typically speaking, as he can't actually max this, it's not super great, honestly. It's too slow outside of steam engine. Does have decent bulk though, could be a good spinner. Could definitely see this thing being annoying. Does get Stealth Rocks, does get Spikes, so it could be a good hazard setter for him if he chooses to bring it. But I don't know how much time he's going to have to set hazards, given the fact he's slower than me, which means that if he does actually set up hazards on me, he's going to be taking a lot of damage beforehand. So it could be a risky one for him, but I think there's a good chance that Colossal might come. Next up is his Heracross. Heracross is a very strong Pokemon, of course. Again, on the physical side, can be Guts with Flame Body. Or Guts with the, whatchamacallit, Flame Orb, that's what I was trying to get at, not Flame Body. Could be Scarf or Moxie as well. Could be a lot of different interesting sets. Could be a bit of a problem though, now I have Rillaboom, because even though he has a type advantage of it, Rillaboom does actually get Acrobatics, so I can max Airstream and knock it out in one hit. So could be a bit of a difficult dilemma for him if he wants to bring Heracross. I'm not entirely convinced Heracross comes, but if it does, I've got plenty of answers to it, so I'm not really scared of it. But yeah, it gets a few coverage moves, it could be annoying, I think it's Stone Edge, stuff like that. Does obviously get fighting moves and bug moves, so it's Stab, which are pretty strong stabs actually for it. So we'll see. Next up is Weezing. Unfortunately, it's not Galarian Weezing, so it doesn't get Defog. Does get Levitator, of course. Does get Neutralizing Gas, which could be a bit of a problem, especially if I'm running a Levitator, but I don't think it matters so much. But yeah, Weezing does get Flamethrower for coverage move for things like Bronzong and stuff like that. I believe it also gets Toxic Spikes, but it doesn't actually remove them, so that's something to bear in mind, because it's not a grounded poison type unless it's running Neutralizing Gas. So yeah, definitely an interesting prospect. I don't think Weezing can afford to come. I have too many answers for it, so hopefully it doesn't come. But if it does, you know, I might have a few ways to beat it. Next up is Magnezone. I'm unsure on Magnezone. It's a very, very decent Pokemon. Can be Scarf, can be Specs. I've even seen it run Assault Vest on a ladder recently. Pretty solid Pokemon, very good special attack stat. Does get decent enough stabs. Missing Hidden Power Fire, which is a bit of unfortunate for it. And even with Volt Switch Discharge and Flash Cannon, it can still do a decent amount of damage. Decent enough pivot. Don't really see it coming though. I don't think it's the best matchup into my team. Plus I have plenty of ground moves and stuff like that, fighting moves to be able to knock it out, fire moves as well. So I don't think Magnezone is the right matchup this week to come. So we'll see. Next up is a mon that I generally love to hate, and that is Dusclops. Incredibly fat, bulky Pokemon, Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Pain Split, really annoying. Definitely very, very bulky and can be pretty hard to take down. Can definitely cripple a lot of teams, can even run things like Hex, or Hex, Disable rather, and Spite, stuff like that. Can really, really cause problems, but it doesn't really offer a lot of damage output, and I don't think he has enough time to bring that. So, be interesting to see if he does bring it, but with the huge presence of Dark-type moves on my team, I don't see it coming myself. And last but by no means least is Piloswine. It's his only other rocker aside from Colossal. It's got thick fat, so it's not a bad bulky Pokemon in general. Again, it can handle the fire moves pretty well, but doesn't really do much to Rotom, doesn't really do much to things like Rillaboom either, especially as Rillaboom gets fighting moves, like Drain Punch for example. So it's not the best matchup. I don't think it comes. I'm pretty sure his top 6 are the 6 he's going to bring. Maybe Heracross instead of Colossal. Alright, with all that being said, let's look at my team and what we're bringing and why we are bringing it. So first up is our new G-Max of the season, Curious George, the Rillaboom, holding a Safari Ball of course because it's the closest thing to Rillaboom's colours. Running a pretty standard-ish set. We're running max speed because we need to speed tie Heracross if it comes. That's the fastest thing I can speed tie with. But U-turn, Acrobatics, High Horsepower, Grassy Glide. Grassy Glide of course is priority, and Grassy Surge. High Horsepower is pretty nice because I can actually hit a lot of his team, especially the Colossal. Can hit the Galarian of course if it's in Zen mode. Acrobatics is very nice because of max Airstream. U-turn is actually not even that bad. Max Flutterby into the Slowking is not a bad high damage move. Of course, G-Max Drum Solo is going to be the main hard-hitting move of choice because it can absolutely nuke things in its Dynamax turns. But yeah, this is enough coverage to be able to hit his team. Obviously, if I can get the outspeed off as well, if I can get that +1 speed before things get set up, I can really set up and sweep with Rillaboom. That's what we're aiming for. If not, still going to be a phenomenal breaker nonetheless. Can definitely cause a lot of problems and punch a lot of holes in this team. So that's hopefully what we're going to be using it for. Next up is going to be Rotom Wash. We're actually running a defensive set this week. Not the typical Scarf set that we have been running, although we are running a similar move pool. So this is a kind of an interesting dilemma for me. I was debating on running an offensive again to try and outspeed things like the Haxorus at +1, but it doesn't work because you can't outspeed it because Rotom is naturally slower. But this generally outspeeds most of the team that I need it to outspeed. It can outspeed things like the Grimmsnarl and stuff like that. Also outspeeds Mandibuzz. So Mandibuzz is kind of the main thing that I needed to outspeed on this, so I can Volt Switch out on it and stuff like that, or I can get a defog off and things like that. So it could be very, very strong. Obviously, being faster, it means I can't be shut off from defogging by taunt and things like that, so it can definitely cause him some problems. But yeah, Hydro Pump does general decent damage. Dark Pulse is actually there for Slowking primarily, because Slowking typically walls ride him otherwise. Volt Switch just does a bit of damage to Mandibuzz on the switch out. So pretty interesting mod. Leftovers for longevity, of course. Nothing too unusual there. But yeah, bit of a variation from the Scarf that we've been bringing every week. Alright, next up on the team is going to be Bronzong. Of course, we just picked it up, so we're going to use it. Running Heat Proof this week because I feel like fire moves are the bigger threat to my team rather than ground moves. Rocky Helmet, of course, because most of his team is physical. Gyro Ball hits the Grimmsnarl pretty hard. Body Press hits pretty much everything else, so that's what we're operating with. Running Rocks and Iron Defense. Iron Defense, of course, to buffer up that Body Press, and Stealth Rock is actually kind of good against this team. The chip damage actually means that certain other members of my team can pick up kills, so definitely would be good to get Rocks up. Can, of course, lessen the effectiveness of Regenerator as well, so things like that can be very nice for us. Running fully physically bulky just because I didn't need to run anything else. I'm also realizing I'm missing 4 EVs. I'll just put it on SpDef. Why not? But yeah, generally pretty bulky mod, decent pivot, can be a decent switch into a few things. The Rocky Helmet, of course, very nice for getting some chip damage off, which is what we're looking for. Alright, next up on the team, making its debut is going to be Carkol, running a Violite and Flame Body because of the physical contact moves that he's running. If I can get some key burns off on things like the Haxorus and stuff like that, even the Mandibuzz wouldn't be bad. That would be pretty nice. Running Spikes on this thing, again, further increasing the hazards. I'm fully aware that this does run the risk of getting Darmanitan into Zen mode, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. Will-O-Wisp, of course, is there for the extra burn chance in case Flame Body doesn't manage it, and Rapid Spin in case he tries to hazard stack me. I don't think he has the best hazard setters in the world, he only has 3 of them, but just in case, you know, plus Rapid Spin giving me the speed boost in this generation as it's a nice buff, it's not bad. Ancient Power is stab move of choice, it's just general neutral stab against everything except Magnezone, so not a huge deal, but pretty solid nonetheless. Running SpDef largely because of Slowking, in case he tries to just scold me. I do actually live 2 Scalds if it's not offensive, so, you know, not too bad, definitely worth it. Of course, we're looking at it as mostly a Spike Stacker. Next up on the team is going to be Noivern. I actually had this on the wrong order, but whatever. Actually running Choice Scarf this week. Last time we ran Expert Belt, but Noivern is going to be Scarf this week. We're running Scarf with enough speed to outspeed everything, including a Zen mode Darmanitan. The only thing that doesn't outspeed is a Zen mode Darmanitan at +1 speed, but I don't really see that coming. It might, but I don't see it. But we got enough damage on this because we're modest max to OHKO a Quagsires with Dragon Pulse. Even if Quagsires is max HP, we do 94 to 110%, so we pretty much OHKO it after any form of chip damage. Psychic is kind of nice because it can actually hit the Wheezing, which is the one thing that can really switch in on this. Flamethrower hits pretty much everything, so that's what we're going for. And U-turn, of course, to put everything out. We're running Frisk this week. I may change that to Infiltrator, but I feel like Frisk is actually kind of nice because I can scout for items, which is what I would absolutely love to know, especially things like the Dom. If it is Select Burial Scarf, and I can play around it differently, and things like that. That's kind of what we're looking for with the Noivern. We're just looking to scout as well as pivot, as well as do some decent damage if we can. And last but by no means least is going to be Pika Clone and Mimikyu. It's back, but we're running Bandit this week. Now, I'm fully aware that this is a risk, because Bandit Mimikyu does have its limitations. Also, I'm not actually running Woodhammer for Slowking, which could also be a problem. But Shadow Claw does a lot to it anyway, because we are max attack. But yeah, Drain Punch hits a lot of this team, especially the Colossal and the Galarian Dom. Shadow Claw hits Slowking pretty hard, as well as hits the Dusclops if it comes. Play Rough is very nice because it hits the Grimmsnarl and the Quagsires and the Mandibuzz pretty hard. And Shadow Sneak for Revenging, of course. Generally very, very solid. Running enough speed to outspeed, I believe it's Mandibuzz that we're running that for. So that's pretty strong for us. Obviously, I'm fully aware that Darmanitan will outspeed us because as it naturally is only one base speed slower. But I don't think Darmanitan is really the biggest deal. If I can get Mimikyu in with its disguise still up, I OHKO it with a Drain Punch. So, not the biggest deal to me that we're not faster than it. Plus, there's a good chance Darmanitan's probably scarfed anyway. So, definitely what we're looking for. And that's going to be our team this week. I'm going to cut the video here and then we'll go straight back to the battle. So, I'll see you guys in a minute. Take care. Alright guys, we are connected of course here with Akami. For those of you who skipped the team builder, your Bournemouth Ribombees are taking on the Omega Quagsires and Coach Gecko Kami. Akami is currently number 1 in the league right now, so we've got to work it out if we want to win this, as we've not been in the best of form. But you can see the 6 I think he's bringing down below. Quick TLDR for you, we are bringing a Jolly Max Speed, G-Max Rillaboom with U-turn Acrobatics, High Horsepower and Grassy Glide. We've got a defensive Rotom this week with Volt Switch, Dark Pulse, and Hydro Pump, as well as Defog. We have a fully Fizz-Def Rocky Helmet Bronzong with Heat Proof. We are expecting quite a few fire moves on this team this week. We have got a fully Spit Def Carkol this week, Nick, with actual Flame Body, as well as Will-O-Wisp to try and get some burns off. We've got a Choice Scarf Noivern this week with Dragon Pulse, Psychic, and Flamethrower, as well as U-turn. And we are bringing a Choice Banded Mimikyu with Drain Punch, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Play Rough. So, with all that being said, we're going to click the accept button. Good luck, Akami, of course. Let's see what you got for me. No Darm. Okay. I'm kind of happy that he didn't bring the Darm. Darm was kind of annoying for me, but I'm kind of happy not to see it. Brings the Wheezing instead. So that's kind of interesting. So we did bring Psychic for Wheezing. So I'm okay with this. It may have Toxic Spikes on it because I don't have a Moongus anymore. But we've got ways to deal with it, so that's fine. No Slowking, actually. That's kind of a surprise to me. Brings Magnezone instead. I'm not too upset about that. Slowking was a bit annoying for my team. So the fact that he doesn't bring it is okay. I do need to be careful about Magnezone, but I do have 1 or 2 things for it, so I'm not super worried about it. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see the mag. I wasn't too sure it was coming. It was 50-50. So lead-wise for him, he could just lead the Weezing straight up, or he could lead mag. I actually kind of like the idea of just leading my Noivern. He did bring both his hazard removers as we expected. I'm also tempted to lead Bronzong, but I do need to be careful about this Magnezone. Because he could well just trap me. Let's see what Magnezone actually does against me. So he can two-shot me with Thunderbolt. I also two-shot him with Body Press, but he's gonna be faster than me. I think we just lead Noivern, honestly. Or I just lead, I could also lead Rillaboom. Rillaboom would not necessarily be a bad lead, I just wouldn't do much to Weezing. Just take a look, have fun and chat. Kinda wanna lead Carkol. But we'll lead the Noivern, I think. Noivern outspeeds everything on this team. So the thing is, he has nothing to outspeed Scarf Noivern. So he actually leads the Quagsires, okay. And he's banded. So that's good to know. This is why we brought Frisk. So I know this thing is banded now. Outrage will obviously kill me. He very much has a free switch into Grimmsnarl right now. Because he's probably going to expect me to drop a Draco. But I have Dragon Pulse anyway. How much is the first impression going to do to me? I do resist it. Does a chunk. And that's a chunk I'm not happy with taking. Gonna U-turn here. He should go Grimmsnarl. If he doesn't, good play. But he should go Grimmsnarl. He went Magnezone, actually. Okay, that's fine. Is there a reason for me not to go Rillaboom now? Or do I go Mimikyu? Because Mimikyu gets a decent Drain Punch off on anything that's not Weezing. Drain Punch doesn't kill. But it'll definitely put it in range. For a lot of other things. Does he touch Carkol at all? He does about half with Thunderbolt. Body Press will do a chunk. I also want to keep my disguise intact. So we're gonna go into Rillaboom. So he's probably going to high horsepower here. He's probably going to predict the high horsepower, and he's probably going to go into Weezing. But if I max here, with Drum Solo, or even Airstream, because I mean, this Magnezone dies. It will not live. And a Drum Solo does half. How much do I do into Weezing? I'm barely touching it. So I kind of want a U-turn here. Yeah, he goes Weezing. As expected. We do see the neutralizing gas, so he is Rocky Helmet, which is good to know. I kind of want a Carkol here. Like, what does this thing do to me? I mean, it doesn't touch me. So yeah, let's go into Carkol. I can Spikes here. Expecting to go Mandibuzz here though. So we're actually going to go Ancient Power. We're going to predict the switch. Because I don't think this thing gets anything that can touch me. See, I could also have gone bronze on here and gone for rocks, but either way, he goes Mandibuzz. And I don't know how much body press would have done. Yeah, it does not do a lot by the looks of this. It does a bit, but I wouldn't need Iron Defense up. Plus, this also gives me a chip on pretty much everything that's not Magnezone. Plus, he'd be scared of switching Magnezone in case I have a fire move. Yeah, he actually T-Spikes, so we get an Ancient Power off boost. Nope, okay. Worth a try. But we have Spin, so this does not matter. I think we spin. We're gonna spin. I don't see a reason not to here. Because he probably T-Spikes again. Or he switches, but either way, I'm gonna get a +1 speed boost here. It's interesting that he went for the Toxic Spikes on Carkol. Almost want a Will-O-Wisp as well. Well, I think we spin here. We also didn't see Black Sludge on this thing. Oh, because he has Rocky Helmet. Yeah, that's interesting. How much damage do I need on this for Psychic to kill? On Noivern. Because Ancient Power did about 20%. So we get an idea if he's spit off or not. So if I max rolled, he could be Fizz Death. So if he's physically defensive, I need a tiny bit more chip on this thing to guarantee the kill. I mean, I'm pretty close to killing it, but yeah, I don't want to risk it. I want more chip on this thing if I can get it. So I've got two plays here. I either spin or I spikes. But he probably goes Mandibuzz. Although now he's seen I predicted that, he might not. He does get Mandibuzz this time. We are going to get a spin off. Okay. So he could well knock, which would be fine. I could Will-O-Wisp here, actually. Or I can just Spike Stack. And force him to defog. I think we Willow first. We are actually now faster, which is interesting. Knock off, okay. That's a little annoying, but not too bad for us. I don't see a reason for us not to Spikes here. Because he does actually U-turn, which is good news for us. So now something is taking Spikes damage, unless it's Weezing. So we see knock-off U-turn. So he probably doesn't have Foul Play. Because I would imagine his last two moves are Defog and Roost. Good to know. But yeah, this Carkol is going to be a problem for him. Because he doesn't know what my last move is yet. Oh, he does know my whole set, actually. Okay, so he can go Magnezone here now. Which is fine either way. He could have Body Press. But he goes Magnezone 100%. He has no reason to take his time here. But yeah. Definitely an interesting early game for us. I think this went better than I expected. Having Spikes up is really nice. He knows my whole set, which is a bit annoying. Maybe I should have Ancient Powered. Got some more damage off on this thing. Maybe got the boost. But I kind of like the spikes play though. And the nice thing is, being +1 speed, I'm probably faster than Colossal. Because I don't think Colossal, when it evolves, gets the biggest amount of speed. The thing is, I am no item now. You can also get an idea. You turned it 2.5%. Do you have any investment? Ah, he's burnt as well. I should remember that. No, he has 0 attack investment. Okay. He's definitely taking a lot of time here, and I can understand this play. Because he's kind of in a tight spot right now. Because the thing is, he would have loved to have had his Mandibuzz defog here, and he does go the Colossal. Okay. And that is heavy duty boots. So, that's good to know. I can Ancient Power here. Because I'm definitely faster than him now. The question is, do I want to keep this thing around? I mean, Carcoal's an okay switch into a lot of things here. But I kind of just want to Ancient Power. He's not weakness policy, so this actually helps me out a lot. Oh yeah, he's heavy duty boots. He does get rocks up, but that's fine. I don't really care about that. Maybe I should have been boots on my Rotom actually, now I'm thinking about it. But it's fine either way. I mean, I can Ancient Power again. If he gets up spikes, so be it. I'll just spend next turn. Because basically the problem is, I can keep Ancient Powering here. Because I'll catch Mandibuzz on the switch, and Mandibuzz doesn't appreciate it. It takes like 15 to 20%. Which means it can't defog as easily. I do kind of want to spend though. But I think we're almost forced to Ancient Power. Rock Slide, okay, good play. Doesn't do a lot though, so it means he's probably defensive. Because we are getting good chip on this thing. Rock Slide, if he's no attack, does 37 to 43, and that's about right. Okay, gonna Ancient Power again. I have no reason to not click this. No boost, which is unfortunate. He does have spin of his own, so now he's faster. But we can spin back. Not a problem. Because he doesn't kill me here with anything. We're actually still faster, wow. Okay. And he misses the Rock Slide, that's really unfortunate. He is stalling me out of Ancient Powers, which I'm not a huge fan of. Maybe I should switch out. What does he have? Stealth Rock, Rock Slide, Rapid Spin, probably Fire Move. Probably Heat Crash or something. Should I go Rotom? Is there a reason for me not to go Rotom here? So he's Carcoal at +1. Am I still faster with Rotom? Probably. I do have speed investment on my Rotom. Yeah, I'm way faster. I got Rotom then. We'll keep Carcoal around. Let's go to Rotom. He actually goes Magnezone. Okay, that's fine. Can I not just Hydro here? How much am I doing to this? More importantly, how much is he doing to me? With like Thunderbolt. If he specs, he does too much. If he's not specs, he doesn't do a lot, though. Gonna Volt Switch, we'll see who's faster. Okay, so he's probably specs, knowing that. How do I want to play this? Could definitely go into Bronzong. He's not in range for a body press plus Rocky Helmet, though. We'll go into Rillaboom. As he does also Volt Switch. Ow, that hurt. That felt like a specs hit to me. That's very definitely specs. Okay. I think he goes Mandibuzz here, if I had to guess. Or Weezing. We know he's not neutralizing gas on Weezing, so he's definitely Levitate, so I can't really do all that much to him. My highest damaging move does 33 to 40%. Like, I don't even two-shot him. I need to keep Rillaboom healthier, so I'm in a bit of a tough spot with him here. Does Banded First Impression from Quagsires kill me at this range? Poison Jab will not kill me if he's Jolly Band. If he's Adamant Band, it probably will. Comes close. What about First Impression? Ooh, First Impression does a lot. The Airstream into drum Solo actually kills him. Possibly. The terrain might ruin that for me, but... The thing is, he can't really be banned and First Impression, because he'll end up having to switch out after he clicks it. So I think he goes Weezing. Weezing would make the most sense. We've only seen Toxic Spikes on him. He could well have Flamethrower. So that's something I need to watch out for. But yeah, this has been a very tight game so far. I'm very happy with this. He does get the Weezing, as expected. So we U-turn out here, I think. We could even U-turn into Bronzong. That's a play we can definitely do. The Rocky Helmet chip is a problem now. It's gonna Bronzong. As he sets up T-Spikes. Okay, perfect. I can Body Press here. Because he probably goes Magnezone to try and trap me. Either that or he stays in. Will-O-Wisp is going to be annoying if he stays in. So I actually don't touch this thing at all. We are going to Iron Defense. He does have Willow. Okay. Kind of annoying. But also not the hugest deal. I almost want a Body Press thinking he goes Magnezone. Could also get up Rocks. That's something else I could do. I think we do Body Press though. mean, the most he does is Fire Blast, which does like 20%. More body press. At some point, he's going to have to go Magna Zone. Oh, they're saying that. I could have set up here. If I'm +4, how much is body press doing to Magna Zone now I'm burned? It's not quite enough to kill right now. If I'm +4. So we'll click body press. He actually went Mandibus, so we do get a hit on off on it. Not a lot. But that's okay. So there's a good chance he clicks knockoff here. But that's kind of fine. I can just iron defense up. Yep, there's the knockoff. It doesn't do a lot. Okay, so now we're +4. Dare I go +6? Because he's going to roost this turn. In fact, he could U-turn. I almost want to get up rocks. But we're not. We'll go for iron defense. He does roost. That's fine. Could have rocks there, but we're +6 now. And now I just body press. We're in an okay position here. We're not in the best position, but this now means he can't go Magna Zone, because +6 body press, even if I'm burned, kills it in one shot. I mean, I'm doing not a lot to this thing. He can just roost on me of body presses, but I do also have Gyrable. So we're gonna body press this turn. Gyrable may also not be a bad play. Actually went Wheezing, so we're gonna get a hit off. Does nothing. Okay, you fully fizzed off then. You're very defensive either way. I think we'll keep Auto Bronze on. Let's go to Rhythm. And we'll get a defog off. Or do I go into Cockle? What's he gonna do to me here? Probably Toxic Spikes. So no, I think I rode him. Pain Split, okay. It's a little annoying, but I can deal with that. I kinda have a free Hydro Pump though. Although if Quagsires comes in, that might be an issue. Hydro Pump will not kill. But getting damage off would not be a bad thing. At the same time, I kind of want to defog these spikes away. Go for the Hydro. This might be a bad play. But at the very least, I'll get damage off on the Magna Zone. Could also actually Pain Split, so I'm going to defog actually. Yeah, he does go Zone. I should have Hydro Pump there. But that's fine. So, if you're Specs, do you kill me here? No. Plus, we're also faster. Hydro will two-shot you if I hit you. But I feel like you're going to want damage off on this. We're gonna Volt Switch. We will be faster, of course. He's gonna Volt Switch himself, no doubt. There's a lot of things in range for Noivern to pick up kills. We haven't seen this Grimmsnarl yet, which is kind of what I'm worried about. Let's go on a Carkle. So we do see the Volt Switch as expected. It doesn't kill us. So we can essentially sack Carkle here. I don't think we need to worry too much about us. I realize it's a pretty titanic match already. We're 21 turns in, the battle's already half hour long. But as expected, where both players are playing pretty well right now. This might have been a mistake, actually. Grimmsnarl. Interesting. Kinda just want to will it, this. I mean, he is faster than me, most likely, but I kinda just want to will it. Taunt. Okay, good play. I almost spun there. So he might have Sucker Punch for me. Oh wait, he should Sucker Punch. Bulk up, okay. Bulk up is an issue. For sure. No boosts, which is unfortunate. He probably taunts again. I mean, he doesn't realize I have Flame Body yet. Yep, he taunts again. Just gotta keep going. No boosts. Feels bad, man. Imagine if we got boosts here. Did I almost want him to get burned by the Flame Body? It would be poetic. Because he may not think I have it because I've shown Will-O-Wisp. The problem is I'm letting this thing get set up, and I really don't like that. So I wonder what his damaging move is. It's probably Max Darkness. So he's probably Sucker Punch. It's either that or Spirit Break. So with this thing being +2, it could be an issue. That's Max. Max Overgrowth, actually. Okay. So how much is my Mimikyu doing? So Carkle goes down. So we lose our first mon of the game. Like half hour into the battle. Rid of that. There's no way Mimikyu kills. Not when it's maxed. We know he's Bulk Up. So he has Power Whip. That's the only grass type move I remember this thing getting. I don't have enough to kill him at this point with Play Rough. There's also a chance he's faster than my Rotom. I also don't have my Rocky Helmet anymore. If I can get some chip on it, we'll be fine, but it's getting the chip on it. That's the problem here. I think we're going to bronzing. I think we click gyrable. I mean, he'll kill me here with max snooze if he has it. I always just want to get rocks up if I can. The problem is I can't afford Mimikyu's disguise to break because it then falls foul of Quagsires. We'll try and get rocks up if we can. The problem I have here is that I don't really have a lot that takes this hit. Well, gyrable. He does have snooze as expected, so this will kill me. Unfortunate. Okay, he's got one more turn left. Ooh, actually, I know what I can do here. Oh shit, it's actually strong enough to kill me at this range. Oh crap, I'm actually in trouble. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Maybe I have to do Mimikyu then. Alright. Right, I just got... No! That's such a bad miss! That's such a bad miss! Oh, no! That's such a huge miss, because if I got that damage off, after his Gigantamax wears out, the next play rough kills. That's a huge miss. And I can't kill him now. I cannot kill him. Oh, we got him! Oh, he was a different set. Oh, that's huge. I'm shocked that that killed. Was he offensive? I thought he had physical bulk investment. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, well that changes things. He goes Magnezone now, because he's got to figure out I'm banded, but I'm shocked. Because that is now an avenue back into the game for us. So that's a pretty huge turn. The downside is our disguise is broken, and we kind of needed to keep that up. The other thing is now, he doesn't have very good Noivern switch-ins anymore, so now it's a case of just trying to get Noivern into the correct position. I mean, I guess his best answer to Noivern is Mandibuzz at this point. But we know Quagsires is banded, so he'll never outspeed me. Unless he's like banded scale shot, he has nothing to kill me, but Dragon Pulse will actually kill him. So this thing is heavy duty boots, this thing's probably specs, this thing's rookie helmet that we know. Here comes the Magnezone as expected. I think I just have to sack off Rotom here. I don't think Rotom's gonna do anything anymore. I need to keep Mimikyu alive. Because there's no way I kill. Oh yeah, I'm doing nothing to him. I need Drain Punch to kill him. The biggest problem is this wheezing, I think. That's 68%, I think Noivern kills with Psychic, right? Yeah, wheezing kills. Wheezing dies to Psychic. So we got Rotom. He actually went Flash Cannon, okay. I'm kind of surprised by that play, but sure. I think I just Hydro Pump then. Is that Assault Vest? Yeah, that's Assault Vest. Wow, okay. I'm kind of surprised by that. Did I miscalc something earlier? Or is that literally just how much damage I'm doing? Yeah, he's not Specs. Why did I think he was Specs this whole time? Yeah, he's Assault Vest. Okay. That changes things a little bit. Not too much though. He's at 50%, so he's in Drain Punch range. So he has to go Haxorus here, as Haxorus is the only thing that's faster. Here it comes. So again, I think I sack Rotom. I go for the Volt Switch on the off chance I live. Shadow Claw, that's fine. Interesting, he went for Shadow Claw there. I guess he expected Mimikyu to come in. But now he can go Noivern. So he's going to expect a Dragon move here. He doesn't know what Dragon move I have yet. I mean, I can go to Dragon Pulse anyway, get some chip damage on something. And then switch into Rotom and sack it and go whatever I need next. So that's what we'll go for. Because at this point, Noivern could win this game. Let's go, Colossal. Okay. So we kill this thing, I guess. Is it gonna let me have this? Yeah, he's in range. He dies. Pretty sure this thing doesn't get a priority move. I reckon he's got Steam Engine and he thought I would Flamethrower there. That's what I reckon he did. We're gonna Dragon Pulse again. Because he dies to another one, no matter what. It does 22 to... Yeah, 22.8 to 27%. So he drops to another one here. I don't know if it's worth risking that, though. Maybe it's not, but... I should kill him. If it goes Magnezone, it would be annoying. But man, this game is tight. This game is always going to be tight. It's just a shame it took so much resource to get rid of the Grimmsnarl. I did not expect Mimikyu to kill. I have to be honest, I did not think Mimikyu was killing. He's in a tough spot now, because something is taking a Dragon Pulse. Haxorus dies. Mandibus doesn't really want to take it. The only thing he has to take it, honestly, is the Magnezone, because it's AV. But he's not faster than Mimikyu. So, like, basically what happens is I Dragon Pulse here, whatever he brings in, I sack Rotom to. And then I can find a way back into the game. The biggest issue I have is this Haxorus. So I need Noivern to beat the Haxorus. If I lose Noivern, I lose the game. Basically, that's what this game comes down to. So he's taking his time here, understandably. If I'm him, I probably just sack this and then go Magnezone. Because I don't think he wants the Magnezone taking the damage. Because it means he's guaranteed in range of Mimikyu. And the other thing is as well, like, if he goes Magnezone, I sack Rotom, go Willerboom, and then I basically have a free high horsepower. The only downside to that is Mandibuzz. Which Mandibuzz is going to be a problem. Although Mimikyu should be able to beat it. Goes Mandibuzz now. That's taking a Dragon Pulse. That looks like it's specially defensive. Let me get a look at that. Just want to confirm it. Oh, he might not be, actually. Hold on a second. That is not specially defensive at all. That is the damage for a physically defensive Mandibuzz. Okay. That kind of means Rotom can beat it. We're gonna sack Rotom now. Oh, we didn't. We actually got away with that. Okay. That makes things interesting. How much is Rotom doing? This is where I wish I had Discharge, because Discharge would have been so much better. But I don't. I barely can do enough with Volt Switch plus Player Off if I get away with it. But either way, we're going to Volt Switch in. He still hasn't seen my last move, so he might think I have Discharge. Which might be the only thing that's scuppering him staying in here. Well, that Discharge doesn't do that much. Okay, he did stay in. Alright, let's go to Mimikyu then. Because he does U-turn as expected. He probably goes Haxorus here. Can Haxorus kill me with anything? We know he's banded. Does it get like a steel move? Is it got like Iron Head or something? I mean, I know it has Shadow Claw. That's Iron Tail, but there's no way he's bringing that. Yeah, here comes the Quagsires. Shadow Claw kills me. So in that case, we're gonna sack off Rotom. There it is. And now I think we go into Noivern. Although, actually... No, we go Noivern. We're kind of in the same boat again, though. I think we just click Dragon Pulse. Or my other players to U-turn. There's no way he Shadow Claws again. Nah, I think Dragon Pulse is just a safer play. He's going to sack off Colossal. Makes sense. So, Colossal is gone. And so is my Rotom. I may have sacked off Rotom too early, honestly. I'm not sure I can beat all four of these. Mimikyu can kill, but it needs to switch out. Like, the problem is Shadow Claw kills me, so I need Noivern to beat the Quagsires. Mimikyu can beat the Magnezone. And the Mandibuzz. How much does Drain Punch do to the Mandibuzz? We know it's physically defensive. Drain Punch does nothing. So I need a play rough it. So the the most useless member on my team right now is this Rillaboom. So it's just a question of how do I manage my resources to win her. So the long and short of it is Dragon Pulse does not kill the Weezing right now. And it certainly doesn't kill the Magnezone. If I'm him, I go Magnezone right now. Because he can then Volt Flash Cannon the Rillaboom as it switches in. God, this is so tough. This can go either way. This is going to go either way. It's going right down to the wire. It's just going to be a question of who manages their resources to win this one. Mandibuzz, actually. Is he going to try and knock off my Scarf? I don't like that play, my friend. Boost, okay. Kind of annoying. We are gonna max here, though. I really barely do anything to this thing. We are going to Airstream in case he switches out. Because he has what? Knockoff, foul play. Oh, he has knockoff, U-turn, roost. Okay, so now I'm faster than everything. Quagsires. I know you're banded, dude. And I'm definitely faster. Oh, he kills me through max. Well, honestly, I don't need a Rillaboom to win this match anymore. So I think I drum solo. Put him in range. Yeah, let's drum solo. First impression, he had it? This man actually was banded first impression. Wow. Fair play, dude. I think that might have just won you the game, not gonna lie. Okay, so you're forced out here. You're forced out either way. Unless you sack this for some reason. I don't think you can afford to sack this. Maybe I should U-turn. I'll take Rocky Helmet chip damage, but that's fine. Because Mimikyu can kind of put in work here. Damn, I didn't think he would be banded first impression. That's good play on his part. Okay, we're gonna U-turn out because he has to switch. Oh wait, no. I need to stay in because if I switch out, go into Mimikyu, whatever he switches in, he just goes back into Quagsires probably and kills me. So no, we're gonna have to stay in here, I think. Goes Mandibuzz as expected. Ooh, that's interesting. Are you in range for another one to kill you? Oh, it's a really bad damage roll. It's a roll that's not in my favor, but he can't kill me with anything. He's gone. Okay. That's good news. Comes the Magnezone. We know this thing's Assault Vest. I do Jack Deadly Squat to him here. I almost want a Dragon Pulse predicting him to Volt Switch. Is that bad? He's got a Flash Cannon, right? Because he's got to think I'm going into Mimikyu here. But he kills me if I do. Dragon Pulse. Go Volt Switch, I dare ya. So this play either wins or loses me the game. He stayed in. Volt Switch. Damn it. That's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. I lose. GG. I think I lose now. We go Mimikyu. Volt Switch, I dare ya. Yeah, no. Figured. Yeah. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Very, very well read at the end there, Akami. That was fantastic play, dude. Yeah, we saw the Assault Vest, as we expected. Then a flamethrower. Maybe we'll pick up a kill. Who knows? We killed it. Ironically, we crit it. The crit definitely didn't matter, by the way, for anyone wondering. This thing just first impressions and kills me. Yeah, great game, Akami. He actually just has Dragon Claw. He didn't even first impression me. But great game, dude. That was a phenomenal match. Very, very tough one. We knew it was going to be difficult because Akami is an incredible player. But yeah, at the end of the day, we didn't bring our A game. I think we actually could have won this game. Just one or two little misplays around the Grimmsnarl, I think, cost me too many resources. Maybe I should have kept Carkol alive. Maybe I shouldn't have let Bronzong get the Rocky Army back. As always, guys, I do watch all my games back to have a look. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Ribombees Teacher. I'm your coach of the Royal Bournemouth Ribombees. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.